Yeah, so yeah, couple of things I just wanted to mention for those of you that do decide to upgrade. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, hold up.
Just saying you're sick.
Hold on. I've got dogs sitting on my remote, so now I can't mute my. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so with the upcoming launch, exciting for everybody that does decide to upgrade if you do. But a couple of things coming with my community itself. I am officially launching or starting a community launching boot camp this week. So that will help me get some more direction because I just launched this community and I'm just kind of throwing stuff at you guys and we're just kind of having fun right now, right? So I'm going to be starting to get some direction. We're going to have some more paid offers, some more things like that. But for all of my original people, I will say at least for the next year or so, you guys get everything that I put out. So I'm just going to
So
give it.
gracious of you.
Yes, yes. Well, you guys are my guinea pigs, so I want to I want your feedback. I want your information. I want to know what you want to see. So I will be posting my ideas, my thoughts, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you can just, yeah, any feedback is fantastic. If you don't like something, if you do, my feelings won't get hurt. I love the feedback. So that's awesome. So yes. The other thing I'm offering for all of my original members, and I think I'm going to go up to 100. So we still got some room for original members to come in. But all of your tech services. So if you do decide to upgrade and you want your website set up, I will do that for you for free. So being no longer affiliated with the digital growth tech team, now I can offer things on my own. So that gives me more freedom for that kind of stuff. So very excited for that. And yeah, as well, even for my setup services, I think they're raising their price to 297, but I'm going to keep mine at 197 because in my opinion, it doesn't take that long and that's just kind of too much. So we'll just leave it at that and go from there. So with that being said, any questions about that? Any comments or
No?
no? All right. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to develop in this community.
Yes.
Wait. Did I hear that
Mhm.
right? That you would upgrade us for free, or did I hear that wrong?
I can't upgrade you. You have to do the upgrade. But if you want your website set up for
No,
you,
I no,
I
I
will do
did the
that.
upgrade. I
You did
did
the
the
upgrade?
upgrade. Yeah.
Perfect. If you want me to do your setup for you, I will do that for you for free.
Oh my God, that's awesome. What
So
do I
just
need to do?
send me a message. I'll get the information I need. And have they actually released it yet?
Do you mean do I have like the $69 link?
They
Yeah.
have not released that
Not
yet.
yet.
No.
Not official yet. So as soon as that comes out and you get that 69, then I will get you guys all set up as soon as you come in. So
Oh,
Diane, you're one
that's
of the first.
awesome.
So
Thank you
so
so
yeah,
much.
I'll get
Wow.
just send me a message and don't be afraid to remind me when it does come out because again, I'm no longer part of the DGC community, so I don't get first updates all the time. So just yeah, let me know when that happens and we'll
What do
get
you
you
mean you're
taken
no
care of.
longer part of our community?
I am no longer part of the digital DGC tech team. There was some issue, there was some disagreements, and I'm no longer part of the digital growth community either. So, partly to
Oh,
focus on my own community, and partly because I was uh, trying to be nice. Partly because I was just I wasn't able to help people the way I wanted to help people.
huh.
So yeah, there was some disagreements there, and yeah, we have different levels of customer service and I didn't agree with theirs. So yeah, but I
Okay.
am obviously still in the know and I still have all the info and I can get that all set up. And yeah, you can use Google Translate for the Spanish. So again, I'm not really sure for myself if it's worth it for me to even upgrade, but and it depends on your audience too. If your audience has that interest, then absolutely go for it. But yeah, okay. So if there's no more questions on that, So yeah, Diane, when that gets released, send me a message, we'll get you set up. And other than that, let's talk a little bit about Canva. Do any of you use Canva already?
Mhm.
Jean,
But
you
not
use
with all
Canva
the bells
already?
and whistles. I mean, I
Okay.
can make this static posts for
Oh,
Facebook and things like that, but not the other stuff.
okay. Is there anything in particular that you would like to be able to do?
It would be nice. I see people putting together PowerPoints,
Okay.
and I see people doing the like a freebie magnet, lead magnet, where it's like 3 or 4 pages. That's always intrigued me.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's see. One thing I do a lot of is YouTube thumbnails. So let's just kind of go
That
through
would be
that.
good too.
So, well, yeah, and that will kind of give us an idea of layering and things like that. So let me share my screen and we'll dive right in. And that's actually kind of exciting that you mentioned the presentation thing, lead magnet kind of thing, because I am working on one. I'm just about ready to release that you guys can have the template for as well if you want. So let's do, so we're on the main dashboard, I think, yeah. So I'm just on the main dashboard as soon as I log in. So as you can see, there's lots of templates available. Whenever you start a new project, you do want to start it. It's much easier to start on the right size. So if you know you're doing a YouTube thumbnail, you can just go to YouTube thumbnail, which is what we're going to do here. If you wanted to do a custom size, you could do that here. For example, I don't know if any of you do the classified web, classified ads. A lot of them, their images specify a size, so you could put that in here. And then they have I think they have it in here. Let me see. Yeah, so if you want a specific video, all of the common measurements are already in here. So if you're doing an Instagram story, you can just pull it up right there. If you're doing, let's see, what do we have? Do we have Instagram? Like they have all the different categories, Instagram posts. You can just type something in here. So let's go YouTube. So it's already got the YouTube thumbnail, banner, shorts, channel logo. So whenever you're setting up your channel, you have all these options. So you can go with the default. So let's just pull up the thumbnail. And one thing I really like to do is we all know how much I love ChatGPT. So when I'm doing one of my long videos, and actually let me share that with you here. Let me share my ChatGPT and I'll take you through my thought process when I'm doing a long video. So these are my short videos. So this is the one I just posted. I posted in the community a couple of days ago, but it's going live on YouTube Wednesday. Okay, so I go up to the top. So I just basically talk about what my video is about, and then I ask it to give me an outline. So I love that. And then eventually I talk to it and I get a script. And then once I get that script and record my video, I put in the transcript so it can create my official title and description. And then I also have it create a thumbnail for me. And this isn't the one I like. Of course, I picked the wrong. Uh, one. Okay, so we'll just go with this one. And I'm just going to ask it to, can you generate a mock-up of the Okay, so I'm just going to ask ChatGPT to generate a mock-up of the YouTube thumbnail for this script. And this is going to take a few minutes, which is why I wanted to pop in and do it here. So we're going to go back to Canva here, and I switched windows, so we'll just go back home. And we'll go back to a YouTube thumbnail. Pictures are always in the way here. Social media. I'm gonna pull up a blank YouTube thumbnail. So now, of course, you can always start with a template. If you see something that you like, a lot of times it's just as easy to just start with a template and then modify that to be what you want. And in a way, that's kind of what I'm doing with ChatGPT. It's going to give me a template, but you can use one of the ones that's already here. I like to use one that is the image is on the side and the text is prominent. So let's go with this one. And then we start editing it. So in Canva, everything is considered an element. So as I don't know if you guys can you see the blue surrounding all the elements as I hover? So anytime I hover over something, that picks that element. So if I wanted to change this text, I would just click on this element, highlight the text, and I could change that text. Up here, we have the colors for the element. So anytime you have an element highlighted, you're going to see the tools for that element up at the top. And then you just make your changes. We can change the color here. So I have the upgraded canvas, so I actually have all my brand colors directly uploaded, which is kind of nice, but obviously not necessary. So let's make the text blue. And I didn't have the text highlighted, so it didn't change. So you must highlight the text before you change it. And let's change that to blue. Some other things you can do with text elements, we can do an effect, which is kind of fun. So there's lots of different effects in here. You can outline it, you can give it a neon effect. You can change different things. Don't be afraid to try different things. If it doesn't work, there's always that magic undo button. Anytime you're playing with stuff, I always know where that undo button. In this case, it's right here. You can always go back. I will take it all the way back to yellow. Now, if we want to change this black, so say we wanted to change the black behind. It's a little bit trickier because this text box is so big, but if we just hover slightly, you can see it change to the whole black there. And now you can click on it. And now we can change the background to that element. And obviously we can't read that text anymore, so that's probably not the best choice. But again, you can play with that. Here is our arrows. So we could change those. This is the template again. Maybe you don't want these in your template. So we can just delete them. Just hit that, highlight it, and hit that delete button. Okay, now maybe we want our elements just to be bigger. So there we can just, once we have the dots, you can click and you can drag to make them bigger. How are we doing? Am I losing you?
Nope.
We got a lot going on here. But does it make sense how the elements are all different and you can and
Yes.
then so here's the background of this one. This happens to be, let's see what the back. Oh, I see what they've done. Okay. So for this particular background, they've uploaded an image. So this background is an actual image, which you can download from, you can go into pexels.com and you can download different backgrounds if you want just a background. Or we can just make it a plain color if you wanted to. But I kind of liked that background from the template. So we're just going to hit that undo button until we get that template back. Now this isn't me, obviously, so I'm going to want to change this picture to me. So I just hit delete on that, and I already have my picture uploaded, but we're going to go over here to add an element. So anytime you want to add an element, you go over to the side here. And you can search through the elements that are available. If you have a photo of yourself that you would like to use, you can upload it. And actually, that's where my photo is going to be. So if we go over here to upload, these are all of the files that I've uploaded over the time. So you can click on upload to upload a new one. Or if you've already uploaded something, you can just scroll through and find the one that you've already uploaded. And I have a lot going on in here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter for this. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Let's just use this one. So I'm going to bring this one in and I'm just going to make it bigger so it kind of sits. And now I want to see this background. So I'm just going to remove this gray, brown, whatever this background color is. So for that, we can just go to background remover, click on that, and it's just going to remove that for us. This is a feature again for the in the pro version. So you do need the pro version for that. There we go. We just did that. Make sense? Any questions? Anything you would change?
Nicole, is there
Or
any
want-
way to complete the picture of yourself there on the right where it's obviously cut off? So you're like your shoulder.
like right here,
Yeah,
filling that in? No, unfortunately. We can't add to something that's not there.
okay.
We can take stuff away, but we can't add things. But you can, I mean, you can do other things. So in that case, you'd want to start with a picture that's a picture that is more of what you want. But in this case, because it's such a sharp edge, some things we can do is like we can move this, all of this text over. Move that over. And now if I right click and layer it, I want to bring it forward. So I want it to be in front of me instead of behind me. So that just gets rid of that, or helps get rid of that sharp edge.
Now, were those three boxes already together or did you clump them together?
I clumped them together. So all I did for that, so now
Yeah,
I
thank
clicked
you.
on a blank and now they're all separate. So if I wanted to clump them all together, I just click anywhere, and it's a drag and highlight. So if I click over here, just click and I drag and highlight all the elements that I want to group together. And then let go of the click. And now everything's grouped together.
I
Or if
always
I just
wondered how,
want,
thank you.
yeah, I just want these ones and not the photo. So I just make sure I kind of do that. And that just gets those ones. Now, if
Great.
you like this, if you want to keep it grouped like that, you can just select this group up here at the top. And now they are permanently grouped.
Great.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you want, again, you can either hit undo or ungroup, and that will take everything back. Learning lots. Oops.
Yeah, and I have the pro version too, and I sure do like that background remover that you did for the picture.
It is
I use
so,
that thing all the time.
yeah, me too, me too. So now we go back to our chat GPT and he generated me a mock-up of 10 life lessons that I might want to use as a thumbnail. And I'm like, okay, well, this isn't so bad, but I want to clean it up and I want to make it mine. So I'm going to download this from ChatGPT and I'm going to come back to Canva and I'm just going to remove all of this stuff and start on a blank canvas. And I'm just going to click on upload. And here's that file that it generated for the temp mock-up that it generated for me. So it's just uploading over here now. And now I'm just going to bring it over here. And now I can edit it. So because it was uploaded as one image, now we have to kind of break things out. So to be able to do that, I just hit edit. And this is where this is one that I use a lot. So I'm just going to edit, and that brings us into the photo editor. I want to do a magic grab is what we're going to do. So magic grab will grab an element out of the image. And in this case, it's like, okay, this looks like an image. Is this the one you want? Yep, that's the one I want. So I'm going to click on that and then click on grab. It does take a few minutes, few seconds. And now this image has been grabbed. So now I can move it around or I can delete it. Away. There we go. And I can put my own image in here. Maybe I don't want a picture of me. Maybe I just want a generic image. So I'm going to go back to elements and I'm going to go to, let's see, let's go to a photo. I don't know what the heck. Maybe this video is about avocado pudding, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what this is. But maybe it's about avocado pudding, so I'm going to put this in here. Oh, guacamole. Oh my God. That's what that is. I
10
don't know
life
why I couldn't.
lessons of guacamole.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. Anyway. Okay, so maybe I want to use this, but you know what? I want this to be a black background, so we're just going to do the background remover. And that looks kind of cool. But since we imported the photo, I can't edit this text because this text is all part of the photo. But if we go back into edit and we come over here to the Magic Studio, we can click on grab text. And it's going to think for a minute. Or 2 minutes. Any questions or thoughts while we're waiting for this?
No, this is all new stuff that you're showing now, which is I'm grateful for. That's great.
Oh, good, yeah. I mean, the thing with tech is it can feel scary, but there's always that undo button. Always. Nothing is undoable. Not undoable. You can undo everything that you do. And I know that was one point of contention with the other tech service was, if somebody was trying to fix their funnel or trying to make a change to their funnel and they messed it up, um, some people wanted to charge to fix it for them. And my thought is, you know what? Kudos for trying. I appreciate you trying. Honestly, it's going to take me 30 seconds to pop in and fix it. So here, let me just fix it for you. And I just appreciated everybody trying. So, okay, this is taking a while. Why? It does not usually take this long. So I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to go
see the
back.
swirling on the L.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go back and I'm going to try editing it again. Grab text. It might be grumpy because I'm zooming because Zoom always slows down my computer.
I haven't
Yes,
tried
I'm
any of the
editing.
Magic Video things, and those are great.
Yeah, yeah, they're fantastic. So much fun. Like there's so many different things. There's even like there's so many things that I haven't even had a chance to look at. Like it's just, yeah. sometimes you see an effect or you see something in a video or you see somebody's post, you're like, whoa, that looks cool. Let's figure out how to do that. Okay. Well, let's let this think for a bit. And what I'll do is I'm going to take you over to my ultimate starter guide. So let's bounce over. So this is a presentation. This is like a lead magnet. So this is one that I'm building, and actually it's a template that I had that I'm modifying to myself. And it's absolutely it's insane. It's 125 pages. Um, and it's more geared to Instagram, which is quite interesting. But it's everything from starting from your vision, your profile, your brand image, your why, your niche, finding your people, becoming a top account, your competition, your content, your growth, starting to sell, and why you're not growing, analyze your insights. So there's a lot of stuff in this. And my last step was to record that video that I did post yesterday. So I just got to put that link in here and it's all ready to go. But within this, again, we're in Canva. You get the template and you just go through and find all the elements that you want to change. So let's go back up here to the top. And I actually rephrased some of the wording that they had. Obviously changed my name, put my own photo, updated the wording. I updated all the brand colors. So here, okay, so if I click on this page, say this page 2, right now it's got this background color is my kind of purple brand color. So, but if I wanted to change it, I could just obviously click on a new color. But what it'll do is at the bottom here, if you want to change every element that is that color, you can do all of them at the same time instead of just doing one page at a time. So that's really cool. So I don't want to do that. So cancel and hit that undo button. There we go. If I wanted to change the font, is this a font or is this an image? It might be an image. Oh no, it's an image. But this is a font. So I could change this font to be something else. And if I wanted to, I could change it everywhere in the document. So every time that one font was there, I could change it to the other one. But I don't want to do that. So again, I'm just going to hit this undo button. So for all of these presentations and stuff, anytime you're starting with something, it's so nice to have a template to start with. That is another thing I plan on putting a lot of into the community is just a lot of templates that you can use and edit for yourself. But there are also templates, of course, within Canva. So if I wanted to go into create a design, I can type in presentation. And it'll bring me up some different presentation formats. So I could do, if I wanted to do a 16 by 9, if I want to do 4 by 3, if I was doing a mobile presentation, you could do any of these different things. If you're doing it on a computer, you're likely to use the 16 by 9. If you're doing it on a phone, you're going to use the mobile likely. So we can just start that. And you can just find a template that you like. Again, just a starting point. Let's try this one. Oh, this one's 41 pages. Whew. So maybe not something like that, but again, you can change it, add it. So let's apply all 41 pages. And we'll just show you can add pages, you can copy pages, you can delete pages. Oh, there's a disclaimer, which is kind of cool. But if I wanted to delete a page, I could just come down to the bottom. You can see that all the pages in the document are there. So you can come down to the bottom and click on the 3 dots and we can delete that page. Or if we wanted to duplicate the page, it's like, okay, I like this format, I like this, the way this is set up, but I have more to say. You could copy the page and then edit the text on the next page. But let's just delete this. And we don't want that page. Now this is out of order. I want to change these orders, so you can just simply drag and drop to a different order. I like the format of this page, so I'm just going to copy a bunch of this page and use it for my presentation. So yeah, it's just all editable to what you want, whatever you're building. That make sense?
Are you saying you can actually lift this stuff off and put it into another presentation?
You would have to, like, if you wanted just one page from it.
Huh?
If you wanted to move it to a different page, then you would have to download just that single page, which you can do. So if you come in here, come into share and go to download, you can just do the select page. So this is page 5. So we would just select page 5. Oh, that removed page 5. So select. There we go. Current page. Oh, current page 6. There we go. And then hit done. And then download it, and then you would have to upload it into the presentation that you want to add it to. Don't
But you
believe you
can
can.
take, like, if you want that cell phone, you could take a copy of that and put it onto another presentation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you can't move it. I was wondering if you could drag it directly into another presentation, but no. That would have been cool. Learn something new. Now let's see if it's still.
Diane and Patrick, I didn't mean to do all the chatting. If you guys have something to say.
I think we're all, I don't think anybody's shy. Diane's often at work. I don't know if she is tonight, but.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
still at work.
You are still at work, yeah. That 4-letter word. Yeah, this is not going to work for me today. Oops, that's not the right window. Where did I lost my, oh, there it is. So essentially, once this did happen, it would highlight this text, and I would just click on grab, and it would work the same way as the photo did. So I'd grab it, and then I would be able to edit and modify it as I needed to. But it's just not playing nice right now.
I have a probably very stupid question. I
Okay.
always just use the Canva Reels or the Canva posts.
Okay.
What about, I don't really know the difference between story. Like if I want to do a story on Instagram, is that the same as a reel?
Essentially, the difference is how the length of time it actually is displayed in your Instagram. So a story is only visible for 24 hours. So stories are fantastic for testing different kind of posts. So you can kind of see how, if you're trying something new, you can create a story and see how it goes over for that 24 hours, and then it's gone. So if it didn't work, it's gone. There's nothing to remind you of it. But if it did, you can start creating reels then, because reels will stay.
Well, oh yeah, that's what I've been doing. I take the reel and I say add to story.
Yeah, and I
And
mean, in terms of the Canva format, there's not a whole lot of difference.
okay.
So yeah, you can just they're interchangeable once you post. So just do one or the other and you're fine.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? I think we'll probably wrap it up pretty quick unless there's anything else anybody wants to see or.
I have one more, just a quick one. You know how you changed the size of the font and then the background stayed so it didn't match into the background. Is there any way to change the background to match the size? So the size font fits into the background? The
Oh,
element,
so
I guess element is what I meant.
okay, I think I know what you're saying. So if I made this bigger, you
Right,
want to be able to change this black size bigger too,
right.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I made this text bigger. So now it's on 2 lines. So I want this to be, I still want it to be on 1 line. So I'm just going to drag this. See on the side here, I can drag this to make it wider. So now my text will go back to fitting on 1 line. So then I need to select that black element, which is kind of hard to do because the text one is over top. So I'm just going to kind of move that text one out of the way for now. We click on this element and we can just drag it bigger.
Oh, okay. Well, that's simple.
Yeah. And then we can just drag our text and put it back in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Sometimes the biggest challenge is getting that background selected. And if you are having trouble getting that background selected, just move the text out of the way. Then get that done to where you want it. If we want it
That's
bigger,
cool.
and then we can put the text back.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is you can move, so if I wanted this, like right now, this background is kind of sitting on top of the white background. But we can move it so it goes behind. Oh, I did select it. There we go. So if I go to layer, I can bring this back a level and now it's sitting underneath the white. See how that worked there?
Mm.
Now it's on top of again. Same as this guy. Like right now, this guy is, if I move him, he's behind the text. But if I click on layer, I can bring him forward and put him on top of the text. Keep bringing forward, keep bringing forward. So there's all sorts of, every element is a layer. See, now he's kind of between the thumbnail and the background there, which is kind of neat. All sorts of things you can play with, but essentially Canva for me is the still images. So YouTube, thumbnails, banners, photo posts, anything that's still is what I use Canva for. And then I use CapCut for the videos. And that's just a personal choice. Canva does do videos. I just find CapCut easier to use. Any other questions about this or anything? We're a
Well,
small group,
Diane
so
mentioned Reels. Where's the Reels located?
if you're doing Reels in Canva,
Yeah.
you would come back to your create a design and we can just type in Reels.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
Canva
got
has
it.
all the templates, all of the different sizes already put out. And these are just essentially optimum sizes. Generally, if you use 16:9, it will work for any mobile, reel, story, any of that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Any other questions about any other part of your business, system, community, life in general? All right, well, let's wrap it up then. Again, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you all for this so much. Excited to see what I come up with and what we all come up with because it's going to be a collaboration of sorts, getting this community sort of streamlined and everything kind of the way we want it. But yeah, I'm so glad that I've got some great people in here to get us started. And yeah, let's see how we grow.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I guess without further ado, we will see you guys next week. Oh, what do we want to talk about next week? Do we have any thoughts? I was thinking we could go through this starter guide as a lead magnet.
I mean, let me think on it and then I'll reach out.
Oh, okay. Or we could do just a simple system IO funnel. We could kind of do that a little bit, but that's not something you guys do a lot of. So it's probably, yeah, let's see. Yeah, let me know. Give it some thought and let me know if you come up with any ideas. And I will do some brainstorming as well, and we'll be brilliant together. All right, guys. Thanks for coming again. Have a good night.